Welcome back to the satellite project. We're gonna get right into working here because I want to start pulling the center section because we will be getting some seals for the rear axle here today and a bunch of other stuff. We're gonna go ahead and pick up a starter, a cross member for the transmission, and a bunch of other stuff that we need. So hopefully we can have this thing at least started by the end of the day, which would be really cool. So we're heading off here in about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So I just want to go ahead, pull the center section and everything, and I want to get it back in place with some sealant so that I can start curing, so that maybe later today, if we get the seals, then we can put the rear axle together and we'll see what we have time for. But yeah, let's start working. Got the center section out, axle shafts out. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this. Same thing on the rear axle. Put some sealing, some RTV on that because I don't have the gasket for it. Put that in place and we'll see if we get the seals later today or tomorrow. But then we can just slap it together, fill it up with oil, and next time we will have to do something, that will be the brakes. But that will be for the next phase of this thing. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna head off because I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a starter, a cross member, and I'm gonna pass by a friend of mine. He has picked up a tank for me, and he might also have a front windshield for the Galaxy. So we'll see if we can do some deal on that. But yeah, I'm gonna fix this, then we can run some errands. Center section back in, should be sealed, so that's ready to fill it up with oil. We just need the seals, and the time is ticking here, so I'm gonna head off, pick up the starter and all the other stuff. If the seals have arrived to the auto parts store before I pass by on my way home, I'll pick them up. Otherwise, I'll probably pick them up tomorrow. So we'll see. But anyway, we should get a starter, which means that later today, we should be able to try and start this thing. And that will be really fun. So let's head off and find something. We're home here again with the BMW. And even though I don't like this car, I have no feelings for it, but I really like what it is. It's a really cheap driver that is decently fun to drive. And just the feeling to know that the errand I have driven now has taken like a third of the cost than to drive my truck. That's a great feeling. So I love to hate this thing, but it's really great to have it. So that's amazing. So we picked up a bunch of stuff here. We have a new tank. It's a 65 Impala tank. So either we use it in the Oldsmobile or we use the tank that I found in the Galaxy. And in that case, we have a tank for the 65 Impala also. So that's great. We have a starter for our satellite. We have a cross member for the transmission. I have picked up a set of headers for the Oldsmobile, and we have some boxes in there with another starter and some other stuff that I can't really remember. And we have all the seals for the rear axle and the transmission. So that's really great. So everything just flows with this build right now, or in general with everything. So that's really, really great. One of my viewers reached out to me and said that he has the small metal straps for the rear axle. So hopefully we can have them in a few days. So yeah, everything just works out the best at the moment. So now I'm gonna figure out which starter we're gonna use and see if we can get the 318 started in the satellite. So from not having a single starter, we now have two, and I got both of these from different viewers. So I got this from a friend viewer here where I live, and he also gave me this cross member. And I don't think that this is gonna work here in the satellite, but from looking at pictures on Google, I think that this might fit in the CUDA. So worst case, we now have a transmission cross member for the CUDA, so that's great. So we have that. This one I got from one of my viewers, and he didn't know much about this. So we're gonna check them, see which one seems to be working best. Then we need find some nuts and bolts to get these in place because I don't have those things. And the guy that gave me this also gave me this carburetor. I'm not sure if we will get any use out of this, but if I can use the carburetor that's on the satellite, I'm not going to change it. But other than that, I mean, I like 4-barrel carbs more than 2 barrels. So yeah, we'll see. But we got some spare parts at least. And other than that, I got this box and I couldn't remember what the hell this was. But there's actually another viewer that gave me a set of engine mounts for a BMW. He had bought them, but he never came around to replace them. So he gave them to me, so that's fantastic. Now we have new ones for the BMW, so maybe we can take a break some day here in the future and do some maintenance to the BMW. So, I mean, when I started this channel, I mean, I've been looking at other YouTubers and doing videos, and you can see people are getting sponsored by super big companies or small companies. And I thought maybe someday some company will reach out to me and want to help me in some way. But I never expected to get so much help from my regular viewers, the average people that wants to help me so much. I have been given so much stuff. I've been getting help getting stuff to me, and I've gotten help finding cars. I've been given cars, and I've had so much help from just the average person that views my videos, and that was something I never expected. So that's super kind, and I can never express my gratitude enough. But I really do appreciate everyone, even if you're just watching the videos. That makes a really big deal. And I've talked about this 100 times. The videos I do for you here in English, they never perform as good as I hope. I keep on fighting, I keep on posting and hoping to someday break through the crowd a little bit, but yeah, it's really hard. The Swedish videos, they are doing really great. I get 8 to 14,000 views each video, somewhere around there, most often around the 8,000 views. And the videos I post here on this channel, I be lucky when they pass 200 views. So yeah, it is what it is, but I really do appreciate all the 200 people of you that actually regularly tune in to watch these videos. So I really do appreciate it. But anyway, now we're gonna check these starters and see which one we're going to put on. I checked the starters, and I took the one that turned over the fastest, but both of them worked. So that was great. So I got that in place. I had to find some bolts and whatnot. There was some issues with that, but eventually we got it in place. And I got some temporary wires here. I got this going to the starter. Here we have a ground wire that was already on the engine. And we're gonna make this nicer, but I don't want to do anything before I know everything works. And that is basically what I'm doing right now, because I have a really weird issue. So I have this is the crank wire for the starter, which I think that I could attach to this to make it crank from inside the car. There's supposed to be a relay here, but for the moment I think that that's going to work. But I have my power probe here, and I have it hooked up. Here we have power, and I can give positive and negative feed here. I can see the engine is grounded, and I can also see down here that we have 12.4 volts at the moment. So I know it's supposed to have 12.4 volts down there, but sometimes when I do like this, now it works, but then sometimes it stops working. And before, this didn't even work for some reason. It stops working for some reason. And this is a temporary wire that I was gonna do the feed into the car to see that that works. And if I do on this, it works every time, but it still doesn't crank. It only pushes out the appendix, what is it called? I'm not sure. But anyway, something is really weird. Why doesn't it work all the time? Why doesn't it turn over? And sometimes it works with this, sometimes not. And I mean, it takes power here, this takes power here. So I'm not sure. I just have a bad feeling about this connection in general. So I'm gonna see if this seems to work. I'm gonna do some things here, and hopefully we can make it turn over soon. And we're running out of time here. I really wanted to try and start it. So hopefully we can make something work and just spray some brake clean to it. We have to hook up some power also. But yeah, we'll see if we can make it work. So I removed this positive feed and I put it here on the side instead. And now it actually works. And worked some more here. So I tried hooking this up to what I believe was the feed inside the car, and I hooked the crank wire here up to what I believed was the crank from the car. So now we can actually go inside the car here, and it sounds horrible, but it turns over. So we can look at the starter later and see if we can get that to work better, but at least it cranks, and it actually cranks by the key. So we know that we get power into the car, the ignition switch works, and we're getting power out here again. So that's great. We obviously have to redo this, it's been burnt. But now I'm gonna go ahead, since we now have power inside, I can also go ahead and check with the key on. I can see what has power here, probably this one, and we can run that to the coil, and hopefully we will have everything working from inside the car. Obviously we're gonna make everything look good, but now we're just in the testing phase. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a wire that works here, and then we can just shoot some brake clean to the car and it should fire off. So I've been messing with this back and forth, and I have gotten it to fire off slightly, but the thing is I don't have this relay here, and I think that's supposed to feed the coil while you're cranking, while all the power wants to go to the starter. So I had problems where it would only ignite when I let off the key. So I thought that we don't have a good power supply to the coil, so I just put a wire here straight from the battery to the coil, and obviously we're gonna do this a lot better in the future here. But now we should have good power to the coil, and it should just fire off if we get some brake in here. Let's see. This starter is not good, but at least it works for now. So now I can remove this power wire. So we know that the engine at least wants to run. So that's great. I mean, we have made good progress here. We got it to turn over, we got it to fire, and I really feel that there's basically nothing holding us back right now in making this at least limp out of the garage here. There is obviously a million things that we can do and improve, but I really think that we can have this basically drivable by tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go and drop off the Mustang, so we will spend some time on that, unfortunately, but also it's great to get rid of the Mustang, so I don't mind. So yeah, everything just comes together here. It's really nice actually. So that will be all we have time for here today. Tomorrow we're going to continue with the rest, making it drivable. But yeah, we're in a really good spot right now. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll be back to you tomorrow.